Mr. Speaker, I rise to lay on the table of the House the report of the Finance, Planning, Trade and ICT Committee on the review of the Turkana County Annual Development Plan for the financial year 2024-2025. Mr. Speaker, sir, with your permission, I beg to lay.
Proceed and lay, Honorable Chair. Thank you. Next order.
Order number 6, notes of the motion.
Yes, Honorable Michael Lehoy, Chairperson, Finance, Planning, Trade and ICT Committee. Proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise to give notice of the following motion that pursuant to Standing Order number 57 of County Assembly of Turkana, this County Assembly considers and approves the report of the Finance, Planning, Trade and ICT Committee on the review of the Turkana County Annual Development Plan for the financial year 2024-2025, laid before this House on Wednesday, 6th December 2023 at 2:30 p.m. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. The appear in tomorrow's order. Next order.
Order number 7, statements.
Next order.
Order number 8, question time.
Next order.
Order number 9, motion.
The Honorable Chair, Committee on Education.
Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I wish to move a motion on the report of the Education, Sports and Social Protection Committee on the vetting and public hearing. That pursuant to Order number 57 of the County Assembly of Turkana, this County Assembly considers and approves the report of the Education, Sports and Social Protection Committee on the vetting and approval hearing of the nominee for the position of the Chairman, Turkana County Education Fund Management Board. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Go ahead.
Yes, proceed.
Thank you. Honorable Speaker, pursuant to Section 17(1) and 2 and 18(1) of the Turkana County Education Fund Act 2023, His Excellency the Governor nominated Mr. Joseph Elibert Mormole for appointment as the chairperson of Turkana County Education Fund Management Board. Honorable Speaker, pursuant to Section 6 of the Public Appointments County Assemblies Approval Act Number 5 of 2017, the Governor submitted the name of the nominee to the County Assembly for approval through the letter reference the Turkana County Government, Governor 016, Education, Volume 1, 47, dated 15th November 2023, on Tuesday 21st November 2023, at 9 a.m. The Speaker conveyed a message from the Governor to the House. Pursuant to Standing Order number 55 of the County Assembly Standing Orders, the Speaker committed the name of the nominee to the Committee on Education, Sports and Social Protection for vetting and approval hearing. As per the requirements of the Section 9(1) of the Public Appointments County Assembly Approval Act Number 5 of 2017, the committee was directed to report back to the House within 21 days from the date when the committee first meets to consider the nomination. Honorable Speaker, the committee held its first meeting on Wednesday, 22nd November 2023 at the County Assembly Boardroom. The committee resolved to undertake the vetting and approval hearing on Thursday, 30th November 2023. Consequently, in accordance with Section 7(5)(10) of the Public Appointments County Assemblies Approval Act Number 5 of 2017, the clerk placed an advertisement in the print media, Daily Nation newspaper, on Thursday, 23rd November 2023, notifying the nominee and inviting the public to submit memoranda by way of writing statements on oath, affidavit, on suitability and otherwise of nominee. The advertisement indicated that the submissions were to be received by close of business Wednesday, 29th November 2023. By the close of the submission deadline, the committee had not received any memoranda touching on the suitability of the nominee. Honorable Speaker, the nominee was required to collect vetting questionnaire forms as prescribed in the first schedule of the Public Appointments County Assemblies Approval Act Number 5 of 2017 and return the duly filled questionnaires on or before Tuesday, 28th November 2023 at 5 p.m. Honorable Speaker, the chairperson began the approval hearing by reminding the honorable members on the significance of conflict of interest and reminding them to disclose any personal interests they may have in the screening and approval of the candidate per County Assembly of Turkana Standing Order number 100. The chairperson further informed members that anyone who has disclosed an interest may choose to either opt out of the relevant vetting session or attend the hearing but not participate. It was indicated that the conflict of interest stemmed from confidential, fiduciary, personal, or business-related matters. The chairperson further articulated that the interest continued during the debates on the report in the House. Honorable Speaker, the nominee appeared before the committee as scheduled on Thursday, 30th November 2023 at 9 a.m. for approval, hearing in accordance with the provisions of the Public Appointments County Assembly Approval Act number 5 of 2017 and County Assembly of Turkana standing order on his suitability or otherwise to the position of the chairperson. Turkana County Education Fund Management Board. The proceedings were open to the public and they were also live on our official Facebook page as well as County Assembly Twitter handle. Honorable Speaker, sir, on behalf of the Committee on Education, Sports and Social Protection, pursuant to Article 124(4)(a), b, c of the Constitution, Section 7, 8, and 9 of the Public Appointments County Assemblies Approval Act number 5 of 2017, Sections 32, 58, 2 of the County Government Act 2012, Section 17, 1 and 2, and 18, 1, the Turkana County Education Fund Act 2023, and the Standing Order number 55 of County Assembly of Turkana. It is my profound pleasure to table the report of the Committee on the Vetting and Approval of the person nominated for appointment to the position of Chairperson, Turkana County Education Fund Management. Honorable Speaker, do I go with the preface 1-0? Establishing the committee, do I go through the mandate of the committee? Do I go through, Honorable Speaker? I have enough when I do if it is squared.
Let's proceed.
All right, thank you. Establishing the committee. 1. Mr. Speaker, the Committee on Education, Sports and Social Protection is constituted pursuant to County Assembly of Turkana Standing Order number 210, which states its functions as follows. 1. To investigate, inquire into, and report on all matters relating to its mandates, management, activities.
Chair, what I'm going to guide you on is on the establishment of the said office.
Yes.
Leave alone the previous, the mandate, and the membership. Let's come to that part of establishment of the said office.
Sorry, I have two at the background information.
Background, yes.
Thank you. Honorable Speaker, establishing the office of the chairperson of the board. The position of the chairperson, Turkana County Education Fund Management Board, is established in the Turkana County Education Fund Act 2023. Notification by the appointing authority. The Governor, Turkana County, His Excellency Jeremiah EKAMAIS LOMORUKAI NAPOTIKAN, in performance of his duties as provided by the Turkana County Education Fund Management Act 2023, Section 17(1)(2) and 18(1), nominated Mr. Joseph Eli Bach Morumale to serve as the chairperson of Turkana County Education Fund Management Board. The Governor submitted the names of the nominee to the County Assembly for approval through the letter reference TCG GVL 016 Education Volume 1 47 dated 15th November 2023. Notification to the House and referral to Committee on Education, Sports and Social Protection. Honorable Speaker, pursuant to Standing Order number 55, the Speaker of County Assembly communicated a message from His Excellency the Governor regarding the nominee to the County Assembly on Tuesday, 21st November 2023, during the morning sitting. The name of the nominee was committed to the Committee on Education, Sports and Social Protection for vetting and approval, hearing in accordance with Section 7 of the Public Appointments, County Assemblies Approval Act No. 5 of 2017 and Standing Order No. 55 of the County Assembly of Ghana. The Speaker forwarded the documents containing the curricula vitae, academic certificates, and other testimonials to the committee for consideration. The committee was directed to submit its report within 21 days from the day when the committee first meets to consider the nomination in accordance with Section 9 of the Public Appointments County Assemblies Approval Act No. 5 of 2017. Notification to the members of the public. In compliance with Section 7 of the Public Appointments County Assemblies Approval Act No. 5 of 2017, the clerk of the County Assembly placed an advert in the Daily Nation newspaper dated 23rd November 2023, notifying the nominee and the members of the public of nomination by His Excellency the Governor. The nominee was requested to appear before the committee on 30th November 2023 for vetting and approval hearing at Bethany Guest House, London. Was also required to come along with his original academic certificates, updated health clearance or compliance certificate, KRA compliance certificate, clearance from DCI and CRB. Committee proceedings. The committee's obligation was to conduct the vetting and approval hearing of the nominee in accordance with the Public Appointments County Assembly Approval Act No. 5 of 2017. The committee conducted the vetting and approval hearing as scheduled, where the nominee presented himself in person to the committee and members of the public present to follow the proceedings. The proceedings were aired live via County Assembly Facebook page and County Assembly Twitter handle. Legal and means in conducting the approval hearing. Section 7 of Public Appointments County Assemblies Approval Act No. 5 of 2017 stipulates the procedure, and Section 8 of the same Act outlines the matters to be considered by the committee in undertaking the approval hearing to include: A. The procedure used to arrive at the nominee, including the criteria for the shortlisting of the nominees. B. Any constitutional or statutory requirements relating to the office in question. And C. The suitability of the nominee for appointment proposed, having regard to whether the nominee credentials, abilities, experience, and qualities meet the needs of the body office to which the nomination is being made. The procedural requirements for vetting and approval are contained in the first schedule of the Public Appointments County Assemblies Approval Act No. 5 2017, whereas the nominee collected vetting questionnaire forms from the office of the clerk and returned the same on Tuesday, 28 November 2023. Constitutional and statutory requirement. Honorable Speaker, the Constitution gives guidelines on how to appoint persons to public office, which includes leadership integrity. That is one, leadership integrity. The committee, in considering the suitability of nominee, was guided by the provisions of Act 73(2) of the Constitution, which provides guiding principles of leadership and integrity. Suitability of the nominee. The suitability of the nominee was tested against the principles set out in Chapter 6 of the Constitution in Article 73, 1 and 2 on leadership and integrity, and the criteria set out in the first schedule of the Public Appointments County Assemblies Approval Act. The committee focused on a candidate's academic credentials, professional training and experience, personal integrity and background, and it is also looked at the performance of the nominee during the vetting and approval hearing of the nominee. Approval hearing. Honorable Speaker, the committee conducted the approval hearing on 30th November 2023. The nominee appeared before the committee in person during the vetting and approval hearing as per the schedule placed on local days. He was required to confirm whether the person before the committee was the intended nominee by presenting the original copy of his national identification among other documents. 17. The committee chairperson informed the candidate that the purpose of the vetting and approval hearing was to determine his suitability or appointments to the position he was nominated for. The nominee took prescribed oath. Further, it was brought to the attention of both the nominee and the members of the public that the sitting of the committee was an extension of the county assembly, and therefore the rules and procedures applicable when the county assembly is sitting in plenary were applicable to the committee proceedings. The committee also considered the suitability of the nominee based on the following benchmarks: academic credentials, professional training and experience, personal integrity and background checks. Having considered the nominee curriculum vitae, field questionnaire pursuant to the first schedule of the Public Appointments County Assemblies, 2017, and submitted the approval hearing, the committee made the following findings and observations. Honorable Speaker, the nominee appeared before me on Thursday, 30th November 2023 at 9 a.m. and was vetted under oath pursuant to the Constitution of Kenya, Public Appointments Approval Act, and standing orders. The committee noted the following: Mr. Joseph Elibert Morumale, personal background. The nominee is a Kenyan citizen born on 25th March 1983 in Turkana Central Sub-County, Turkana County. He is also married and has ID number 23833866. Education background. The nominee has attained the following set of qualifications from national institutions of higher learning: bachelor's degree in development studies, Mount Kenya University, 2013-2016. Diploma in Logistics Management, Seaford Institute, 2005-2007. Certificate in Microsoft Data Point Computer Training Center, 2005. Certificate in Bible Theology, Church and Pastoral Ministry, Koru Bible College, 2019. KCSE, Boys Secondary School, 2000 to 2003. KCPE, Nakwamekwi Primary School, 1990-1999. Professional membership and association. The nominee is not a member of any association. Work experience, skills, and continued career progression. The nominee has a wealth of experience, having worked in government and non-governmental entities as listed here below. 1. Disaster Risk Reduction Officer, Child Fund Kenya, 2015 to 2016. Sponsor Relations and Communications Coordinator, Child Fund Kenya, 2010-2015. Sponsor Relations Officer, Lower Rank, Child and Family Program, 2008-2010. Logistics Assistant, IRC, 27 September to October. Logistic Assistant, World Vision Kenya, January to April 2007. Awards, distinctions, and other considerations. The nominee has no awards. Potential conflict of interest, none. The nominee does not have any conflict of interest. Clearance requirements. The nominee presented certificate as proof of clearance from the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, EACC, Higher Education Loans Board, HELP, Credit Reference Bureau, CRSB, and Certificate of Good Conduct from the Directorate of Criminal Investigations. Knowledge of language. The nominee has knowledge of NAPOTIKAN, English, and Swahili. Published writings. The nominee has not authored any literary materials, articles, and publications, public office, political activities, and affiliations. The nominee does not subscribe to any political activities and affiliations. Dismissal or removal from office for contravention of Article 75 of the Constitution. The nominee has never been dismissed or removed from office except for change of employers in different institutions he has worked for. Financial net worth, deferred income, future benefit. The nominee informed the committee that his financial net worth is 30 million, accrued from 1. Parcels of land was 10 million, residential home was 15 million, motor vehicle was 1.2 million, goats and chicken 1 million, business 2.5 million. Pro bono or charity or donation. The nominee has been engaging in charity works such as supporting widows along the lake and churches, giving food to deprived families at Elie and Lobolo during weekends. Any charges before a court or tribunal. The nominee has never been charged in any court for contravention of the law in his career journey. He has never been investigated by any committee of Parliament of Kenya or County Assembly. Inquiries from present employer or referees. The nominee is comfortable if the committee is inclined to contact his former employers or referees for any information that the committee desires. Committee observations and findings on suitability of the nominee. The committee, having considered the nominee's file questionnaire, personal public appointments, County Assembly's Approval Act 5, number 5 of 2017, his curricula vitae, and having had his oral submission during the approval hearing, made the following observation on his suitability for appointment as the chairperson, Education Fund Management Board. That 1. The nominee's education background was found to be related to the position he was nominated to. 2. The nominee's track record for the previous positions that he occupied gave full justification that he is trustworthy and equal to the task. Having worked with the Child Fund Kenya as sponsor relations and communication coordinator for 8 years, the nominee showed a lot of competence. This experience qualifies him for the position of chairperson to Turkana County Education Fund Management Board. 4. During vetting and approval hearing, the nominee showed a lot of competence and know-how in regards to the position he was nominated to. He demonstrated knowledge of topical, administrative, and technical issues touching on education, the ability and capacity to serve in the said position due to his exemplary work experience. 5. The nominee exuded confidence in problem solving when he stated that he will employ consensus building by encouraging the board members to be transparent and express interest in order to resolve disagreements amongst them. 6. The nominee was articulate, prompt, and well versed in his knowledge of handling project funds. The nominee reiterated that he will employ varied strategies in approaching issues of duplication of beneficiaries by various education funds available in the county by use of database. The nominee asserted that he is going to follow the laid down process and laws in the management of education funds. 9. When asked on how he will handle issues of floating funds, the nominee said that he is aware of the status of bursary allocation in Turkana County and emphasized on the need to check with the specific student and the follow-up with the relevant institution. 10. When asked about his vision for the board, the nominee said that he intends to ensure disbursement and award of bursary allocation to all the students in the county, and that the Turkana child benefits from the funds. Conclusion. The nominee for an average of 74.4%. The nominee has sufficient professional academic qualifications, skills, and experience that fit the position he has been nominated to. Recommendations. Having conducted the approval hearing for the nominee pursuant to the Constitution of Kenya 2010, Public Appointments, County Assemblies Approval, Act No. 5, 2017, and County Assembly of Turkana, Standing Orders, the committee recommends that this House approves the appointment of Mr. Joseph Elibert Morumole as the chairperson, Turkana County Education Fund Management Board. Adoption of the report. Honorable Speaker, the members of the Education, Sports and Social Protection Committee, pursuant to Standing Order number 198 of the County Assembly Standing Orders, have unanimously adopted the report, and I append my signature to approval and confirmation of its accuracy, validity, and authenticity on behalf of the members. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
You
Well,
can now
attached,
proceed
well,
on the
attached
chair.
are the documents, and they're just available.
Just proceed.
Honorable Speaker, I just want to thank the members of this committee for the splendid work that was done over this period. I know very well that, of course, this has been a very rich endeavor, and that it was like just a child who is, a mother who is expecting a child. So I know this house has actually been expecting, and I think today this mother is giving birth to the long-awaited baby. Of course, I just want to thank everybody. I want to thank the members, so those who are here, who have actually burned the midnight oil to ensure that this report, this exercise, comes to a conclusion. And that to thank also the governor, His Excellency Jeremiah LOMORUKAI, NAPOTIKAN, actually for bringing to this house this candidate, this nominee, whom we have clearly heard from the scripts here that it is very clear that he has taught it very well. I think he researched and really gave us a person of who is suitable to this position, who is equal to the task. Because we have had his credentials, we have had his experience, his skills in his career progression. We've had areas he has worked. He has worked with the government, non-governmental institutes, and of course, we realize that the report we are here are very clear that this man can be trusted. He can actually be trusted. One of it is that he's a man of God. He is a man of God. He's a servant of God. And we want to believe that that is one quality. Of course, we want to believe and always trust that God's people, God's servants, are very honest, they are very transparent, and that they do their work diligently. And that with the NGOs, working with the NGOs is a very, very important endeavor. Actually, it's not like has even in the Nairobi. Non-governmental organizations can train you how to work, how to do work. So this man has been exposed. He has been exposed very well, and that I want to believe that we have been given the right person. He has handled funds. He has handled funds. Child fund Kenya, as much as those of us might have even benefited earlier, actually handled a lot of money. And this fellow has been a coordinator. This fellow has worked with this NGO very well. And that we, from the report, we've never had any cases of mistrust, any cases of untrustworthiness. So we believe that this man, this candidate, will definitely handle this position, which is very critical, which is very sensitive, and will handle it very, very, very well. For those very few many remarks, I want to call upon Honorable Lawrence Lopayo to second. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Honorable Lawrence Lopayo, MCA Bukriano Regifu, want to proceed.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I rise to second the motion on the report on the Select Committee on Education for the whole year. Honorable Speaker, first of all, I also want to thank our committee and the Secretariat for doing a very good job. Indeed, this matter is very important and very dear to almost all people of Turkana County. Not only this, the honorable members of this house, or even the governor, but it is dear to all the children of Turkana County. And it has been long overdue. It has taken time, and we know there is so much cry outside. Our children who are in school are in need of school fees. And the moment we continue delaying after this board, we are denying them a right for their education. Honorable Speaker, indeed, I want to attest to this honorable house. Joseph is a man of God, and in fact, he ministers in one of the churches, Full Gospel Church here in Apetit. He's a pastor. But what I want to confirm to this house, I worked with Joseph for a very long time while at Chalfan. So I can confirm he's a working colleague, he's a very dedicated person, he's very dependable, and among all, he can be trusted. When Morugo was doing Chalfan, personally I was working as a project officer in one of the grants in Chalfan, Kenya. So first he came as a sponsor relations officer. So he rose the ranks up to the position of a coordinator. And in Chalfan, sponsorship programs deals with the sponsorship of children. And it involved, there were issues to do with money and scholastic materials. And during that time, the money that were sent by the sponsors came through either the poster or directly to the organization account. And that money would be withdrawn, given, and it will go around to every place where the children are, so that you can give out that money physically. So that is the level of trustworthiness I'm talking about. So it will be trusted with the money, and we've never had complaint until that time when I left Chalfan. We never had any complaints whatsoever. Honorable Speaker, going back to the findings and observation of the committee, Morubole, on the issue of leadership and integrity, we were able to confirm that he complied. He complied by providing all the required documents, whether from DCI, ESCC, all those. And therefore, we found that he's a leader and a person of high integrity. Honorable Speaker, I think I've talked about the past experience of Elibat from the position that he had in Chalfan. On the competency on the job or on the position that he's going to undertake, based on the experience, based on the work experience that he had, we are able to confirm and tell this house the nominee is capable. The nominee, in my belief, will take the issue of our education funds to another level. Of course, we know we've had so many challenges. We have so many issues, including even institutions and some of our committees colluding to defraud our children money. And because we believe he's a person of high integrity and a man of God, we expect such issues to be done away with. And one thing I was impressed with is his eloquence, his precision in answering questions. Elbert knew what the position entails. He was already aware of what he's going to do once approved by this county assembly. And one thing that I noted, his intention of or his ability to accept that technology is very important today. And he has promised that once approved, he is going to ensure that we have a very good database. a database for all students in Turkana County. And why is a database important? Honorable Speaker, it is important because you will be able even to know double entries or double applicants. Because we've had so many cases of people apply even in so many wards. And they benefit twice, thrice. But once we have such a database, it is so easy. You cannot apply twice. Even to know the amount of money, even to disaggregate the data, the number of boys, the percentages, because that is where the world is heading. We've also heard that, and I believe it is through the church, that the nominee was able to undertake or support some families through donations. And of course, when you do such activities, you are able to interact and interface with very vulnerable people in the society. And of course, one of the main reasons why we have bursary, even in Turkana County, it is to assist the most vulnerable children. Lastly, Honorable Speaker, the nominee promised, and I want to believe, and we want to take his word, and I hope he will keep his word, that as the chair once approved, he is going to ensure is transparent disbursement of funds. Because even the members of this house, what we just require from either the board or the department is transparent disbursement of funds. Because we all have experiences when it comes to the issues of bursaries. We have a lot of experiences, and we know the issues that come with bursaries. So this is one area that we are going to pin the board in future. If the issue of disbursement is not taken very seriously. So therefore, Honorable Speaker, I sit as I second. Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable members, pursuant to Standing Order number 57 of County Assembly of Turkana, this County Assembly considers and approves the report of the Education, Sports and Social Protection Committee on the vetting and approval hearing of the nominee for the position of chairperson to Turkana County Education Fund Management Board. Honorable members, you are now free to make your contributions. Thank you. Any member who is interested? Leader, minority leader.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, sir, first, before I say so, sir, I say whether I support or I decline the report. I have stood to give my input on the report of Education, Sports and Social Protection Committee on the vetting and public hearing of one Mr. that is Mr. Joseph Morumale. Mr. Speaker, sir, we have been told very candidly by the chairperson of this committee that the candidate who was presented before this honorable house by His Excellency the Governor of this county, Honorable Jeremiah EKAMAIS LOMORUKAI NAPOTIKAN, is a candidate who had met the Chapter 6 of the Constitution of this Republic. Mr. Speaker, sir, I understand the candidate in question, or the candidate whom we want to approve him to be the chairperson for Turkana County Education Fund Management Board. Mr. Joseph Morumole is a servant of God who is serving God at FGCK, that is Full Gospel Churches of Kenya, NAPOTIKAN, and is a deputy bishop in the Turkana Central District under the organogram of Full Gospel Churches of Kenya in Turkana region. This candidate, Mr. Speaker, sir, I want to confirm is a candidate who has met Chapter 6 of the Constitution of the Republic of Kenya. The second issue is on the honesty aspect. Mr. Speaker, sir, I have all the confidence that the candidate in question is a very honest personnel, is a very honest person. And I understand that under his leadership, we are going to have better management over the Turkana County Education Fund management. Mr. Speaker, sir, finally, I also want to thank the committee. I want to thank the committee on education, sports, and social protection in this honorable house, led by the able chair, Honorable Michael Aimun, and his members, together with the secretariat of this honorable house. I want to thank you on behalf of His Excellency the Governor. This nominee name was brought to the floor of this house last week when His Excellency the Governor was giving the address of the county, the state of the county address. And on 30th, that is last month, the committee burned the olive oil to vet this candidate. On behalf of His Excellency the Governor, we want to thank you. It is this candidate that the entire Turkana County is waiting for. This candidate is the person who is going to unlock the 534 million that we are expecting to disburse those funds to the vulnerable children in Turkana County. The students currently, as we speak, Mr. Speaker, sir, most of them have been denied the opportunity to undertake the examination as a result of having huge arrears. Most of the honorable members in this honorable house receive phone calls from various institutions that most of our students have been denied the opportunity to sit for their final examination. And that is the reason why I want to say Ongera committee members and Ongera the secretariat, Ongera also to our speaker and also the clerk of this county assembly for expediting this process, Mr. Speaker, sir. What I want to urge the nominee, because I think the nominee is watching us as we are streaming on this. We are giving a lot of money to the vulnerable students in Turkana County, Mr. Speaker. we are going to disburse like 534 million to the vulnerable students in Turkana County. I think the nominee, together with the county executive committee member, together with this committee, must sit down and check on the quality assurance. The matter of quality assurance, Mr. Speaker, sir, it should not be about just paying school fees to vulnerable students in Turkana County. I think we must check on the value of that school fees. We must be having quality assurance. We must have a system that is checking on whether the monies have value. Mr. Speaker, that is one of the great issues that I want to leave it to the county executive committee member, together with the chief officer in this department, together with the chairperson of that board, that it is not about disbursing just 10,000, 20,000. It's about knowing what is the quality assurance that the Turkana County residents are getting, in as far as we allocate 534 million to this kitty. Mr. Speaker, sir, I want to sit down as I support the nomination of this candidate, and as I support the report of the Education, Sports and Social Protection Committee on the vetting and public hearing of one Mr. Joseph Morumole. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you, Minority Leader. Any other member? Chair, you can now respond.
Honorable Speaker, indeed, I am very, very happy. I am relieved. I can sleep. I can relax. Thank you so much, members who are here. Those who are not here are aware, and they approved this this nominee. That's why they know all shall go well. I am indeed very happy. Indeed, it has really been disturbing, and I think me as a chairperson would actually always had a lot of when is this coming from? Because just as our brothers, colleagues have said, that each one of us, even the executive, have been on the waiting. They have been very much impatient. Remember the question of asking, when is this money? When will this? So it is up, and that is why the governor also has been pressurizing a lot, because he really wants to ensure that these funds go out to serve the purpose. So I'm sure even wherever he is very happy that we have approved actually this nominee. I want to thank those who have given their inputs, like Brother Lawrence, Honorable Payo, who said actually said that he is aware, he knows Moruma like the back of his hand, because he has worked with him. He knows his trustworthiness. He knows how he works, his workaholic. So he's a good man. And actually, this activity is not just a job. If it is given to someone who is weak, who is so careless, then a lot of things will go wrong. I want to thank the leader of the minority. Also, that he also knows the nominee elect. He knows him very well, that he is a man of God, and I want to believe that he will do just as he handles religious issues, religious people. Definitely know that Turkana people will definitely trust him for the good work. The value for this money, it is true that this money should not just go. It's not just a matter of giving money, but what is this money doing? So that this money serves the purpose. So that we realize that it produces people. It produces people in the education field. Like we say, the bursary, then we have the scholarship, we have the loans. So this money should be put into good use. So I just want to say that I want to thank everybody. I want to thank the committee members. I want to thank the secretariat. I want to thank the speaker. Thank the clerk and everybody who has given input, who has contributed in one way or another. I am very happy, and I think everybody would be very happy having heard that we have actually approved this chairperson, whom I think perhaps as from tomorrow or the other day. And then because of the urgency, December is just approaching. So we really want to ask him very soon visit his office and to ensure that other processes start, like we are talking of the committees, the ward committees. And I think I remember we were told that, of course, just for formality, that they will advertise, they will put advert, just as usual. But you as the member know the people. If there is where you think want to make some amendments, it's fine. But he knows that all this shall be done very soon, because before Christmas. Before Christmas, which is just not even Christmas, but even Jamhuri Day. So we'll actually track it very fast to ensure things are done well. So thanks so much. I sit as reply. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Honorable members, I now put the question that pursuant to standing order number 57 of County Assembly of Turkana, this County Assembly considers and approves the report of the Education, Sports and Social Protection Committee on the vetting and approval hearing of the nominee for the position of Chairperson, Turkana County Education Fund Management Board. Will as many opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many with contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Next order.
Point number 10, adjournment.
Honorable members, there being no any other business to transact, this House stands adjourned up to Thursday, December 7, 2023 at 9 a.m. Thank you, honorable members.